Hello guys, how are you? I am fine. Let's start with the daily routine. Yesterday was Thursday, today is Friday, and tomorrow will be Saturday. Okay, the date is Friday, April 24, 2020. The weather, how is the weather? Well, it's still sunny, and the temperature, of course, very hot and booming hot or extremely hot. Okie dokie. The season is spring. We are still in spring. And how are you feeling today? I am feeling happy, excited, and surprised. I am feeling happy because it's a new day. I am alive. I am feeling excited because it's Friday. Yeah, it's Friday, finally Friday. We did a great work this week. We work on many things, but we did it. Excellent, great job to all of you. And I am feeling surprised because the week passed so fast. At least for me, yes. It passed very fast. Okay? How about you? How do you feel? What do you think about this week after vacations? I receive your comments, okay? So let's continue. This is the schedule for today. Mental math. We're going to go to mental math, page 168 or 169. This time I will dictate operations. The first 5, remember? They are going to be very easy. So I give you few seconds to be ready. Go to your pages, write the date. Remember, it's very important, the date. Okay, are you ready? Here we go. Number 1. 8 times 3 times 2. 8 times 3 times 2. Number 2. 5 times 4 times 2. 5 times 4 times 2. Right. Number 3. 16 times 4 times 2. 16 times 4 times 2. Number 4. 3 times 9 times 2. 3 times 9 times 2. Number 5. 7 times 4 times 2. 7 times 4 times 2. We finish. Remember to send me the picture of your mental math in order to check. Our next activity is in language. We are going to still check in future progressive, but this time negative and question. So open your books on page 92 and 93. Let me open the book. On that pages. Oh, this is affirmative. We saw it yesterday. Here is it. Negative future progressive. We use the negative future progressive tense to talk about things that will not be happening in the future. It is formed by adding will not be before the verb and ing to the end of the verb. We can also use the contraction won't instead of will not. We have an example. I will not be staying for dinner. Or with the contraction, I won't be standing for dinner. Let's move over here and see. I have here my negative and my interrogative, but first let's see the negative. The formula, the structure is easy. Subject, will, not, be, and verb with ing. I will not be singing in the concert tomorrow. Remember the sentences that we wrote yesterday? Here we have them. He will be reading that novel next month. In negative form. He will not be reading that novel next month. Next one. They won't be swimming in the concert. See over here, I use the contraction, won't. And the last, I will not be teaching you next year. So that's the way we make the negative form. And the exercise. Use the prompts to form sentences in the negative future progressive tense. Write them on the lines. Over here we have I, not work, and next week. Okay, let's see. I will not, negative or contraction, won't be working with ing, don't forget it, next week. And that's it. That's the way you are going to be answering these other sentences. Remember, will not or won't anyone be working, the verb with ing form. It's so important that. Let's go back to our book to check interrogative. Interrogative future progressive. We can use the interrogative future progressive tense to ask questions about things that will be happening in the future. It is formed by writing will before the subject and a question mark at the end. Example, they will be pledging. Question, will they be pledging? C, I pass the will to the first place and I add my question mark. Let's go back to the exercise here, because over here we have our formula, our structure, and it's exactly the same. Will at the beginning, subject, you, be, verb with ing, singing, and the complement in the concert tomorrow, and of course the question mark. Let's see our sentences. Will he be reading that novel next month? Will they be swimming in the contest? Will I be teaching you next year? If you see, guys, all my questions start with will, because we write will at the beginning, before the subject. And our exercise. Read the following sentences, then rewrite them in the interrogative future progressive tense. Over here we have 5 sentences. She will be looking for a new dress. My question will be, okay, will she be looking for a new dress? And question mark. Do you see, guys? It's very easy. It's a piece of cake. Write or change these sentences into question forms. When you finish, remember write the date and send me the picture of this exercise and the picture of this other exercise. It's very, very important for you to write the date. Remember. Let's see what else. Thin tank 172 and 173. And that one is 193. So what are we going to see on thin tank? Chun 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 chun. Budgets. Making budgets. But what is a budget? If you see, here I put you 2 links. Check the 2 links, see the 2 videos, are very interesting, and they explain in a very different way, but the idea is the same. They explain budgets. I don't remember which one, but in some of them explain you the steps that you have to follow in order to make a budget. But what is a budget? Over here says, a budget is a plan for how to save and spend money. Yeah, I mean, you have money. I don't know how you have it. Maybe you work for it, or maybe your parents give it to you as allowance. Anyway, but you have money. So, what are you going to do? You're going to go and spend it as crazy and that's it? No. Spend your money in an intelligent way is making a budget. Why? Because you are going to know exactly how much money you want to save and how much money you want to spend. Okay? So, you can make a weekly budget, a monthly budget, or a yearly budget. Can be done in any way you want, because the purpose is to spend in an intelligent way your money. Okay? See, over here we have steps. To make a budget, first, you have to know how much money you have in a period of time. A budget has 3 parts. One for the money you make, another part is for the money you spend, and the last part is for the money you save. It is important that your budget makes sense, and you don't spend more money than you make. When you make your budget, start with the amount of money you make, then subtract your spendings, and the money left over is what you will save. See, over here we have an example. This is Kim's weekly budget. She earns 15. She spends this quantity of money and she saves this one. But let's read the problem. This one. Okay, Kim has a weekly budget of $15, which is what she makes walking dogs. So, walking dogs, 15. She wins that money for walking the dogs. Earnings, okay? She spends 6 a week on after-school snack and 3 on treats for Mrs. Kitty. So, here are the spendings. After-school snacks, $6. And the treats for Mrs. Kitty, her cat, $3. The rest of the money Kim makes, she saves. So, how much money does Kim save every week? This is in only 1 week. But what do we have to do? First of all, we have 2 quantities here. We need to know how much this is in total. Okay? Let's do it. How we do it? Yeah, with an addition. Great. So we need to add 6 plus 3 equals? Okay, very good. 9. Okay. Now, this 9 is the money that she spends. Okay. How do we know how much money she is left? So, we need to subtract this minus the total. Okay. So the total is 15 minus 9, and my answer is very good, 6. So Kim is saving, or general savings, $6 a week. Okay, over here we write 6. You see, guys, it is very easy, right? Okay, you answer this, of course, in your book and send me the picture. Let's practice a little bit more, but the practice we're going to make it here. Okay, in this case now we have John. John gets 25 in allowance each month. Oh my god, that's a lot. He decided to make a budget and could not believe how much money he spends each month. He realized he is spending almost all the money he makes. Oh my god. He made a circle graph of his monthly personal budget. Look at the data on the circle graph. So over here, John's what? What is John's? What he receives. Remember, he receives allowance. So John's allowance budget is how much he receives? 25. Excellent. So allowance 25. And see, here we have the circle graph. He spends on video games $6. Wow. Club fees 2.80. School supplies 3.20. Donations 1.40. And lunch 9.25. What does the circle graph show? What do you think is showing us? And actually here says, he made a circle graph of his money personal budget, but he spends. These are the spends of John. So the graph shows us what the circle graph shows. His spends. Okay, let's continue. Okay, John spent the most. Okay, let's continue. Sorry. Read each statement and circle true or false. John spends the most on school supplies. Let's see. This is the big one. So, is this school supplies? Circle the correct one, okay? He spends twice as much on club fees than on making donations. Let's see. These are the donations, and these are the club fees, and the question says twice. So this, the double of this one is 2.80. So over here circle the correct answer. Buying lunch takes up most of his monthly budget. This one means which is the one that is expensive. And I think, well, see, this is expensive one. His is the most money he spends. So circle true or false. And what he spends on club fees and video games combined is the same as what he spends on lunch? Wait a second. Club fees and video games combined the same as lunch. Let's see. So 6, 7, 8, because it's combined video games and club fee, so 6.80, and lunch we have 2.25. Is the same, so circle the correct one. Here, how much is John saving each month with his current budget? What we have to do is an addition of all these in order to know how much is left, because he actually spends too much. Okay, let's make it 6.00 plus 2.80 plus 3.20 plus 1.40 plus 9.25. Okay, you're going to do that addition and then write here the answer. Okay, and that answer you're going to subtract it minus the total. How much was the total, remember? What number do we write here? Yeah, 25. So you're going to subtract you're going to subtract 25 minus my mystery answer. This mystery answer is going to be your answer here, okay? In order to get, what happened? In order to get our new result. So this result is going to be the savings. And after that, you're going to tell me, do you think it's enough money? Depending on the quantity, I am not sure. You're going to solve it and discover if it's enough money to save or not. Okay? And finally, on which category should John spend less so he can save some of the money he makes? So, go back again to the categories, see which is the less important, and write it here. Remember, it's according to your opinion, but okay. If you say he has to spend less in lunch and more in video games, of course not, guys. Okay? Be serious about that. So guys, when you finish answering that page, send me this page in order to check you. And of course, don't forget the date. Also send me the picture of this one. Well, this one no, because I already helped you on this. Only on this one, okay? Okay, I think it's all for today. Note, remember to write the date in the pages, is very important. Send a picture to all your done works. And remember to send your works before 6 p.m. Okie dokie. Well guys, it's all for today. Have a very good weekend. Relax, rest, and see you on Monday. Bye bye guys.